Welcome to Legacy of Empires. Today, we're diving into the captivating world of portrait painting. Ever wondered how we went from stone statues to vibrant canvases capturing the human soul? Well, you're in for a treat. These weren't just decorations, they were gateways to immortality. But here's the kicker. These weren't the oil paintings we think of today. Instead, imagine towering statues and intricate busts, carved from stone and cast in bronze. These weren't just art, they were symbols of power and authority. The Egyptians believed that by preserving someone's image, they could ensure their eternal life. Talk about high stakes for artists. Portraits have been around for thousands of years, leaving an indelible mark on human culture. Portraits weren't just about showing off anymore. They became mirrors of the massive social changes happening around them. Suddenly, artists like Leonardo da Vinci, they were capturing the very essence of their subjects. This isn't just a painting of a powerful man, it's a statement. Every detail, from Napoleon's pose to the objects around him, screams, "I am the new order." It's like a propaganda poster, but way more classy. How do you show that in a portrait? Well, artists like Jacques-Louis David had some pretty clever ideas. You'd think this would be the end for portrait painting, right? Rana artists saw this as a challenge to up their game. From those ancient Egyptian tomb paintings to Warhol's neon Marilyns, portraits have always been more than just pictures. It's a unique emotional world captured on canvas, waiting for us to explore. Whether it's the power of a Roman emperor, the soul of a Renaissance noble, or the complexity of a modern face, portraits continue to fascinate and inspire us. They're windows into different times, different cultures, and different ways of seeing ourselves. Paintings weren't just about capturing a likeness anymore. They became a way to express creativity and emotion in ways a camera just couldn't match. It's like they had a window into the soul. Remember, there's always more than meets the eye in the world of portraiture. If you loved learning about portraits and want to dive deeper into the world of art, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've got plenty more fascinating stories to share. There's art all around us, just waiting to be discovered. See you in our next video. They're about celebrating the uniqueness of every face, flaws and all. Leave a comment below and tell us about your favorite portrait. Is it a classic Renaissance masterpiece or a modern twist on the genre? Let's keep the conversation going. It's like he's saying, hey, look how amazing and complex every single person is. Forget subtle brushstrokes, we're talking bold colors, screen printing, and portraits that practically jump off the wall at you. But they weren't always about capturing a perfect likeness. This guy creates portraits so detailed, you'd swear they were photographs. But here's a twist. He does it on a massive scale, turning every pore and wrinkle into a work of art in itself. In ancient Egypt, art began to depict human figures, but with a twist. It's like he took the idea of a portrait and cranked it up to 11. These weren't just pretty faces. They carried deep spiritual significance. Religious themes dominated the art world, pushing individual likenesses to the sidelines. But don't worry, portraits were about to make a spectacular comeback. It's a masterpiece that shows her refined beauty, her status, and even hints at her personality. Can you imagine being Isabella, seeing yourself immortalized like that for the first time? Imagine walking through an Egyptian tomb, surrounded by wall paintings. As we fast forward to ancient Rome, we see a shift. Portraits became a way to immortalize leaders and aristocrats. But what about the Middle Ages? Well, portraiture took a bit of a backseat. They didn't just want to show what people looked like. They wanted to reveal who they were. Every brushstroke was carefully chosen to capture expression, personality, and emotion. It was a whole new ballgame for portraiture. Into the Renaissance, a time of rebirth and revolution in art. Take Titian's portrait of Isabella d'Este. For example, this isn't just a pretty picture of a noble woman. These Renaissance artists were true pioneers. As we roll into the 18th and 19th centuries, portraiture explodes in popularity. But here's where it gets really interesting. Picture this. It's the time of the French Revolution. The old order is crumbling and new ideas are taking hold. Take David's portrait of Napoleon Bonaparte. But wait, there's more. The 19th century brought us a game-changer photography. Now let's zoom into the 20th century. Hold on to your hats, because portraiture is about to get wild. Artists like Andy Warhol turned the art world upside down. Warhol's portraits of celebrities like Marilyn Monroe weren't just pictures. They were statements about fame, pop culture, and the power of image. But not everyone went the pop art route. Enter Chuck Close, a master of hype. Close's portraits aren't just about showing what someone looks like. As we wrap up our journey through portrait history, let's take a moment to reflect. Each portrait we've talked about today isn't just an image, it's a story. So, next time you see a portrait, take a closer look. What story is it telling? What emotions does it stir in you? Thanks for joining us on this artistic adventure through time. And hey, we want to hear from you. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your imagination active.